3, go.
Good afternoon, Dr. Martinez. This is Manusi Linda Vargas. I'm here to present to you my science fair project. It's for which paper towel will absorb the most. And we have here Bounty versus Brawny. Those are the two brands that I'm going to be using for the paper towels. The purpose of this project is to discover which of the two brands of paper towels between Bounty and Brawny will absorb the most water. This is there's a lot of consumers that want to know which is the best brand to use to get their money's worth. So here with these two brands, we'll find out from these two brands which one is the best. My hypothesis for this project is I predict that the Bounty paper towel will be the brand that will absorb the most water than the Brawny paper towel brand. The materials that I use for this experiment, one is 2 beakers, number 2, 1 stopwatch, 200 milliliters of water for each beaker, 2 brands of paper towels, the Bounty and the Brawny, scissors, ruler, 1 pair of tongs. The variables of this experiment, as you can see here, the independent variable is the brand of paper towels. The dependent variable for this experiment is the amount of water absorbed, and the constants are the amount of water used each trial, the paper towel size, the time exposed, the type of fluid, and the group rows. Next, I have here the procedures for this experiment. 1, I gathered all my materials. 2, I measured the paper towels to make sure that they're all the same size. 3, I cut the paper towels from the rolls to make sure that they are the same size. I labeled the paper towels with each brand, as you can see here. 5, I poured 200 milliliters of water in a beaker. 6, I folded the paper towels to make sure that they were consistent with a fold. 7, I started the time when paper towel touches the water. 8, time was for 30 seconds. Then number 9, I used the tongs to lift the paper towels and hold over a beaker for another 30 seconds. 10, set wet paper towel aside. Record amount of water remaining in beaker. Repeat steps 1 through 12 for the second brand of paper towel. 13, calculate average amount of water absorbed for each brand tested. And 14, I report in data table. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and start the experiment so you can see how I got my results for this experiment. Let me start showing you the 2 paper towels that I have here. I have the 2 beakers with 200 milliliters of water, the tongs, paper, and my stopwatch. I'm going to go ahead and start with the paper towel. I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half, exactly in half. Make sure I'm consistent with the folds. I'm going to go ahead and fold it again one more time in half and just roll it up. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the water in the beaker and make sure I start my stopwatch. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and let it for 30 seconds. Stop the watch, it's already 30 seconds, and start it again. paper towel Brawny brand absorbed from the beaker for the water. I'm gonna go ahead and start the next paper towel, which is the Brawny brand. I'm gonna go ahead and fold it in half. Make sure I'm consistent with the folds like I did with the other paper towel. Go ahead and fold it again in half. And then roll it up. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in the next beaker. Make sure that the timer is ready. And I'm going to go ahead and drop it in. And start the watch. Okay, it's already 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and lift it up and start the watch for another 30 seconds. So if you can see here my graph, I went ahead and did 3 trials on each brand of paper towels, and the results, I have them right over here. The result of this experiment was, the purpose of this experiment was to observe which paper towel brand will absorb the most water. In the first trial, I observed that Brawny paper towel brand absorbed the most water than the Bounty brand. On the second trial, I also observed the same results. In this experiment, the result was that Brawny paper towel is the brand that absorbs the most water. This brand absorbed an average of 26 milliliters of water compared to the Bounty paper towel brand, which observed an average of only 23 milliliters of water. The conclusion of this experiment is, throughout my experiment, I discovered that my hypothesis was incorrect. My hypothesis was that Bounty paper towel would be the brand that would absorb the most water. The results of this experiment indicates that the Brawny paper towel is the brand that absorbs the most water, and therefore proves my hypothesis is incorrect. Okay, Dr.